Hey everyone, and welcome to Sofia, Bulgaria. Now, I'm going to preface this video by saying I am not in a good way at the moment. I've never been so close to shitting myself in a foreign country ever before than last night. I covered 2 kilometers in the quickest time that a human probably ever has just to reach my toilet. Now, I've been attacked by stomach bugs and pains for the last 3 days. I cannot shake it. I have the sweats, I am low on energy, I have nothing left. I'm not really sure what caused it. I'm thinking it may be the water, but I'm not real sure. So I'm hoping that I'm slowly working my way through it, but just a word of warning, this video, it may end in disaster, but we shall see. Anyways, I really wanted to come on and do a video of Sofia because it's a place that I've been to once before, but I think I only stopped here for a night, and a night is nowhere near long enough. It is a big city. It's a beautiful city. There is a population of approximately 2 million people here, a lot bigger than what I remembered or thought, and the history in this city is insane. The buildings are incredible, so I thought we're just going to have to go for a walk, take a risk, and see how we go. Anyways, I'll turn around now and let's go for a bit of a walk. Again, this will be a bit of a wander without a plan. The city is big, and the historical area is kind of spread out, so we'll just walk and see what we can find along the way. Yeah, so begin the randomness. Cheers. Alright guys, we're at probably the number one building to see in the city, and this is St. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Not the oldest building in the city, but definitely one of the most beautiful. I have been contemplating climbing up to the top there since I've been here to chip off some of the gold roof. It is real gold, unbelievably so, and one of the gold areas are really quite low over there, but unfortunately right now, as you'll see, they're setting up for a concert on the weekend, so you don't get the full I guess appreciation for this site. On my first day I was here, this construction site was not here, and it is really quite a beautiful place because there's no cars here. It's just a paved stone area right in front of this beautiful cathedral. Anyways, there's not much we can do about that, so we'll continue on and just go for a bit more of a walk. Or should I go inside the church? Let's go inside the church. Oh, then again, you're not allowed to film in there. I got away with taking photos the other day, but I went on a walking tour yesterday, and apparently you have to buy a special ticket to be able to take photos in there, which I did not. So yeah, I won't go film in there because I'll get pulled up on that. Anyways, let's go back around this construction site and get away from it and see the other beautiful sights in this stunning city. Now, I did mention that it might have been the water that out of the tap that causes stomach bugs, but I can't be sure because I think my stomach bugs started on the bus to Sofia, and reading online, apparently the water is safe to drink out of the tap here, so I don't really know, to be honest. Anyways, just the fun of travelling and not knowing where there is no public toilets in Sofia. That's what I found out last night. I was considering stopping in a park. It was getting to that kind of desperate stage. Anyways, this will give you a bit of a look of the area now. So this whole area here usually doesn't have the trucks in it, and then you're just looking down to the beautiful cathedral here. Such a shame that that's here. Oh, and then also you've got the second oldest church in Sofia right behind us there. Let's continue on. I don't know what this concert is. It seems like quite a big one. Can't go that way. This is really annoying. It's quite funny how in a full-on construction site they're still letting people in. Which is, yeah, would never be allowed in, obviously, Australia, that's for sure. Alright. So this is the old area of the town. There is, of course, with all of these kind of cities, the old and the modern areas of the town. And one easy way to tell whether you're in the modern area or the old area of the town or not will be evident very soon. That's not a bad view of the church right there. I've become a bit of a fan of churches just recently. Although I've mentioned in numerous videos in the past I don't really do religion, but the structures and the buildings that they have built due to religion are really quite beautiful. Sofia is very walkable. It's reasonably flat, a few slight hills, but otherwise extremely flat. And another interesting fact is that it's one of the oldest cities in Europe, and you can really feel it when you're here. You can just feel the history of this place. So, as I said, one of the ways you can tell whether you're in the old area of the town are these beautiful, like opaque, yellowish pavers that you can see right here, right now. These are the original pavers, how they were originally laid, which I find fascinating because paving done these days does not last as long as what these pavers have lasted on the ground here, especially with the traffic driving over them. All these pavers were imported, I think my tour guide said yesterday, from the Netherlands. It's the original stone, they haven't been painted, so yeah, really quite fascinating. Just cross over a bit here. Like all good old cities, there's some incredible statues and monuments, like that one in the centre there. And then just straight down here, I'll zoom, I won't walk down there, but I'll zoom in. That's the University of Sofia. Obviously wasn't that initially, but it has been turned into that now. But let's turn down this way now and have a look around. We'll try and cross over here. Pedestrian crossing right here, but that's an awesome view right there. Old buildings on either side and the cathedral at the end. Just beautiful. And then you got this beautiful yellow building right here, just recently repainted. Most of the old buildings now have been turned into museums, so they're obviously not operating as they used to be due to those I guess hierarchies not existing anymore, but now they're being made into mainly museums, which is awesome to be able to utilize these beautiful old buildings. Unfortunately, I haven't had much of a chance to sample the local food here. Been laying off food for obvious reasons for the last few days, but it seems quite decent. It is a typical major big city with all the different kinds of foods that you'd ever want. And that goes for shopping also. The shops here it's got the variety. It is definitely laid out into a few areas. This city, you've got this whole area here with not much shopping. Then you've got the main shopping area, which I'm going to do another video in later. I won't walk there now. It's a little bit too far away, but I'll do one specifically for the main walking street, which is really quite vibrant and beautiful, especially coming into night time. So I'll do another video there a little bit later. Alright, let's just navigate this crossing. They're generally quite good at stopping for pedestrians in this area, which is awesome. One thing I love about the city is there's little parks everywhere, usually with fountains in them. This one does not, but I usually do, and it's where, again, people love to go to after work, sit, relax, and just chat to their friends. But yeah, I find that the parks in Sofia are really, really quite nice. Their litter management is quite good. They're very well maintained. See the sprinklers on at night time. So yeah, you can clearly tell that these areas are important to the Sofian people. Just lined with these old, beautiful buildings. I'm just going to keep on walking along this street for a little bit. I won't talk too much because I don't have too much to talk about. But yeah, if you have never come to Sofia before and have no plans to come in Sofia, this will just give you a good snapshot of what the city is like and the vibe that goes with this city. I've found the people, quite friendly. It's a little bit of an international feel about it with regards to the people living here. Definitely a lot of people from other countries that have come to study here or work here. A lot of international companies here, so you can definitely get away with speaking English, that's for sure. Literally everyone, except for the really old corner shop owners, I guess. Everyone knows English. Beautiful old church over here. It's been quite a nice day weather-wise today, although I've been in bed most of the day, not wanting to risk going out anywhere too far away from the toilet. It's probably sitting around, I don't know, low 20s at the moment, maybe mid 20s. Humidity's up a little bit, but blue skies. It was quite cool yesterday though. It's the coolest that I felt, which is 19 degrees. So you can definitely feel that, I guess, summer is starting to disappear. And we're slowly turning into autumn, which is going to be amazing to see. I can't wait to see all the trees turn colour, especially when I get up to around the Baltics, Latvia and Lithuania. It'll be really nice to see the beautiful trees changing colour. But enough about that. We're now in the Balkans, so let's concentrate on that. This is an awesome view right here. So you can see right down the avenue here. If we kept on walking that way, you'd be going to the, I guess, the central business area and out of the old area. Although the old buildings do continue, but I'll zoom right in just to give you a look. As you can see, the pavers continue. Hardly a pothole in sight. Hardly any damage at all. I'm sure, obviously, they maintain them, but yeah, it just really shows the old school ways of paving roads really works. There's another park here. I really like this park. Small, beautiful park. We'll go for a walk through it now and show you around. Another museum over the road there as well. Just beautiful. You get such a good vibe walking through these parks. Yeah, it's just, especially on beautiful afternoons like this. This park does have a little fountain in it. It's really quite nice. But as you can see, people are just sitting on the seats with their friends, just having a chat, not going home to watch TV, really just enjoying being outside. I guess while they can, before it gets too cold to be able to do this, because the coldness is certainly on the way. Just beautiful gardens, well maintained. I'm glad this fountain's on today. It was off yesterday because they were cleaning it. Although their fountains are pretty basic, but they still add a little bit. They add a little bit of the beautiful water noise, but also some nice scenery. But just look at all the people that just love socialising. Isn't that nice, with a beautiful building up there and there as well. It's really nice, isn't it? Right, where to from here? Let's go down this way. Have a look. Now I kind of knew where I was going up until here. It's going to be a little bit random from here on, so excuse me if we don't. Chess. The old boys love a chess game in this park. Yeah, what I was saying is just you have to excuse the randomness of this walk from now on. I'm not real sure what we're going to see, but you can be sure that we're going to see some beautiful sights still. So hang in there. I'm just going to let it roll for, I don't know, half an hour or so. I do vaguely remember coming this way yesterday. I remember the Starbucks on the corner here. Yeah, let's go down here. Oh yes, beautiful little street this one. Close off the traffic as well. Just how much do trees make streets look and feel so much better? And it's one thing that this city has nailed. do love a walking street. No traffic noise. You can totally relax without having to really concentrate where you're going. It's a nice feel. Now I'm going to follow these yellow pavers around to the right here. Well, then again, that looks nice straight ahead. I'll come back to that. Let's go this way first. Nice little cafes everywhere as well. Big cafe culture here again, like all of the Balkans. And then thinking about that, all of the big cities have a cafe culture. Yeah, cool. This is the government building. This is where the president does his work. You'll see there's 2 guards out the front here. They do their changing of the guard every 30 minutes. So what's the time now? So I won't be far away from now. But you can also go in here. But not many people would know. It does look a little bit protected, but you can go in here. Well, I did yesterday anyway. And it's really quite interesting. There's an old hidden church in here with old ruins that have been dug up from, I'm assuming, the Roman times. There's a lot of Roman ruins in this city, and as you can see, there's some right there. Go back out. So just know when you come here, you can come in here, even though it does look pretty well guarded. Walk in here at any time and check it out. Alright, back to the dudes guarding the government building. Standing there for half an hour while I'm in my condition would be a bit risky. Yeah. So it's a really nice spot. Again, the president doesn't live there. He just comes in and out to do his business, and then leaves again. So not real sure why it's guarded 24/7, but hey, that's how they roll. Look at this. Like, is this surprising you about Sofia? I know not many people that I know have come here before. Many people have asked questions about it and how is it. Many people are quite intrigued. Probably think it is too far away. It is very far away from Australia. It's very far away from a lot of countries, and they probably don't do enough promoting themselves internationally, that's for sure. I've never heard Bulgaria advertised, particularly outside of the Balkans, definitely not in Australia. So yeah, all of this would be quite surprising to some people, especially the, I don't know, what do you call it, majesty of the place, just how big it is. Just how big some of these buildings are. Look at it, like it's massive. And a very, very, very old city. One example, or probably the best example of that, will be where we're going now. There is a subway system in the city, although I haven't caught it. I haven't needed to. I guess if you're living here, you definitely need to, because the city is quite big. As I said, a population of 2 million people. It is quite spread out. But as they were building the subway system, they ran into a few issues, a few incredible issues, and we're about to go and see one of them right now. It's the ruins or the old buildings of the Roman times that they've now made into a museum. Not sure which way it is. I think it's this way. For such an amazing site, it's not very well signposted, but we'll find it around here eventually. When I was coming down here yesterday, I thought I was just going down into the subway system, but then you end up at this incredible site right here. Have a look at that. This is where they were going to build the subway, and then they ran into this beautiful site right here. Now, this whole area is quite big. It goes undercover in there. I won't go in there today, but just know that this is here when you come here. All in top condition, and what a find. Imagine digging and just running into this. So much history. Yes, not as good as the ruins in Rome, of course, but still something incredibly special. So the inside bit, you can go in there, as I said, at your own leisure. This is also here, the oldest church in the city. As you can see, just slapped together with various rocks and stones. But I think it's still quite beautiful. Now we'll go back up the stairs that we came in, and I'll end the video up near the top there. So again, if you can't read Bulgarian, then finding some places is a little bit difficult, and I guess that's one area that this city and country can improve on, is the English translations. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. Most of the time they're not, or they're not obvious. So Department of Tourism in Bulgaria, if you're listening, promote yourself more, and also get your signage up to scratch. It definitely helps navigate your beautiful city. Geez, being sick for a few days definitely made me unfit. I'm puffing. Jeez. Anyways, we'll just finish with this beautiful building here, and a beautiful square, really, surrounded by just beautiful buildings. There's a Bulgarian flag right there, very similar to the Italian flag, easy to be confused. But yes, I've forgotten, the tour guide told me what the colours were yesterday. I think the red is the blood of the soldiers that have fought and died for this country. The green is probably the trees, and the white, I'm going to say it's the sky. It's probably wrong, but yeah. And this little display here is when the communists came in and bombed or destroyed the cathedral behind us. So this has been rebuilt, well, most of it has, because it was bombed by the communists not that long ago. Apparently one of the biggest tragedies that this city has seen for quite some time. And there's some trams for you to see. Right, I'll finish on this big building over here. It's quite similar. Now I'm looking at the lions at the front of this building here. It's funny how often lions are used as a symbol of power. They've done it all throughout this city. I know quite a few cities that use lions, or big companies and corporations like banks. I remember vividly in Hong Kong, the big banks there using lions as their symbol. So now, obviously, as you can see, we're outside of the old area, back to normal road, and we'll end on this building here. As I said, I'll do another video starting, or should I just do it now? Screw it, let's just do it now. Now we're here. Saves me uploading 2 videos. Let's go for a walk down the walking street, or as we would call it, a mall in Australia. It's probably not really thriving yet. It's just gone 6 p.m, not too far away from dinner time. They do eat here quite late, I guess, 7 or 8 p.m. But as I can see, there's still heaps of people down here. And it ends with a beautiful park and fountain at the end. So let's do it while we're here. My stomach is not too bad at the moment, but a few rumbles. Probably should stop talking about that. One thing worth noting here is pedestrian crossings. Yes, cars will stop you for you, but trams will not. So don't go over a pedestrian crossing when a tram's on the way, because they will not stop for you. So welcome to the main shopping mall, restaurant type area, I guess, of Sofia. I'm glad it's at this time actually, because it does get quite dark in here. These lights that you can see are not bright enough, and there's not probably enough of them. Another FYI for Sofia City Council, change your lighting down here. It's not bright enough at night time. But it's really quite nice if you can ignore the litter, which I've sadly become used to in the Balkans, ignoring litter. If you can do that, then it's still a really nice area to walk down. I walked down here a few times last night before I had to make the emergency dash to my accommodation, which is 2 kilometres from here. If I was coming back to Sofia, I'd probably stay closer to this area. Obviously, I was just going for a budget type accommodation. It's just basically a private room with a shared toilet kind of setup. But if I was coming back here, I'd definitely get a hotel closer to this area here, so then you didn't have to walk so much to get to this place, this area where all the restaurants and bars and nightlife is. And also everything that you want to see as a tourist is here as well. But yeah, it's got restaurants, all different types of restaurants lining this strip. I love these little booth type restaurants. That's a Greek restaurant there. Big Greek and Turkish influence, obviously being so close to those two countries. But yeah, they've done a really, really good job of their booth type restaurants. Like this Italian one here on the right. They're really, really inviting. Especially last night, it was a lot cooler last night, and most of them have heating and or air conditioning for hotter days, and it's super inviting. This looks like a traditional restaurant here. given that I cannot read what the writing is. But yeah, just really nice setups on both sides. We'll start this side. It's easier to get through the traffic of people. This one's fully open. How nice. Another Turkish restaurant and steak. Not as popular as the other ones. As I said, it's not quite dinner time yet, so these places will be full later on. Again, like the other Balkan countries, everyone eats out. Restaurants and bars are full every single night of the week. I'm guessing because the prices are quite good and it's the lifestyle that they have. They enjoy just getting out and about and enjoying the outdoor world. This place looks nice. This walking street / mall probably goes for about a kilometre, maybe a bit less. So we're probably halfway through it now. We'll keep walking and get to the end. Popular place, this one. It's like just like a cafe. Everyone's having their Arvo coffees. This is one of my favourite ones here. Looks so nice and comfortable with those couch type seats. Doesn't that look nice? Sofia, like the other Balkan countries that I've been, is again surrounded by mountains. Sofia itself, as I said, is quite flat, but the surrounding area is not. As you can see, the mountain in the distance there. It looks like a walking trail straight up it as well. That would be actually a pretty awesome view up the top of that, looking back over the city. Something I'm not going to do because I am out of here tomorrow. I'm super glad I found this place now. It can come across as a little bit dingy at night time, although the amount of people definitely help but the atmosphere, yeah, it's just a little bit too dark. Just like the French, look how they sit on their tables, facing out towards the people walking by, which admittedly is quite entertaining. There's probably nothing better sometimes than doing a bit of people watching to pass some time. I know I sat in the park last night for about an hour, sipping on a beer, just watching the world go by. And yet again, there's a lot of talent in the Balkans with regards to incredibly beautiful people. Definitely know how to dress and look after themselves. Right, we're almost at the end. Oh, this is nudging towards one of my longest videos. Quite a good response recently, especially with my other Balkan videos. I guess as I explained earlier, it's not really somewhere people think about coming for a holiday. Definitely as part of a longer travelling stint, but for a holiday, I don't think you would think about coming here or any of the Balkan countries, but I'm glad that I'm opening people's minds to how beautiful these places are, how cheap they are too. And they're really, once you're in Europe, a short flight from anywhere. So if you've got a bit of time in Europe, do your span in France and Italy, and then I would definitely come here for a week or so as well and just experience the eastern side of Europe, because it is totally different, if not better, than Europe, main cities and countries, or should we say Western Europe. Right, we finished them all now. Obviously we'll just go through here to another park and a fountain, and then they've got, I think it's the National Theatre at the end that we'll have a bit of a peek at. That'd be right. Oh, most of the fountains been turned off. I must be going around maintaining them all at the moment. Maybe getting them ready for the weekend. Who knows? I love busking. That's beautiful. Good on her. As if that just doesn't add something. Buskers should be everywhere and allowed to be everywhere. In every corner of this park there should be a busker playing. Beautiful music like that. Oh, it's a shame. Or maybe this just comes on at night time. I don't know, but yeah, definitely doesn't look as good while it's off. Anyways, we're here now. I'm uploading photos on Instagram, as I've said in previous videos, so if you want to check out this area with a fountain on, as I said though before, the fountains aren't anything special, it's just shooting water up in the air, but it does definitely add something to this area. But that right there is Sofia for you all. Tomorrow I am off to Plovdiv. It's heading, where am I going? East towards the coast. Plovdiv, as I found out today, is the oldest city in Europe with regards to its continuing, I guess, people living there. So I'm excited to see this extremely old city. I'm there for 2 nights and then I'm heading towards the Black Sea and the beach again, somewhere I've been before, but yeah, equally excited just to check that out again. So hope you enjoyed Sofia. Hopefully it surprised you a little bit. It's definitely a lot bigger than I remember. It is a major city, so if you're a fan of major cities with massively beautiful and important historical buildings, then I urge you to come here because you will not be disappointed. Anyways, my voice is done, my body is pretty much done. I'm gonna go take a rest, and yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and on to the next video in Plovdiv. Alright, cheers guys, bye.